One last rematch. So far that we know of. We're going to have one more chance here this Friday. It's going to be Caitlin and the Fever taking on Angel in the Sky. Hopefully, you know, I don't know if this will actually decide the Rookie of the Year race. I'll get into that in just 1 second here. But, I mean, this has been a fun rivalry now going back to LSU in the college days for the last couple years. The Magic and Larry of girls basketball has definitely saved the WNBA, in my opinion. And that's just not my opinion. You can look at the numbers, and they back up exactly what I'm saying. But, I mean, you know, I hope they actually, too, are teammates in 2025. That's another thing I want to see in the Unrivaled League. They've already signed Angel, the 3-on-3, signed Caitlin, put them together. I think they actually work out very well as teammates. But everybody right now wants to talk about the Rookie of the Year, and I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I said it last week, I'll say it the week after, I'll say it till the season's over. Barring injury, Caitlin Clark is going to be Rookie of the Year. Angel fans, you got to let this one go. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to happen. Even Vegas has given it a 97% chance of happening, and Caitlin Clark is going to win Rookie of the Year, and she deserves so. Mateo, if you can go ahead and hit this video here for me. Caitlin deserves to win Rookie of the Year. It's not she's just going to win because she's, you know, nice. It's because she's the best rookie we've seen in either sport in the NBA or WNBA in a very long time. Caitlin Clark is now third in the MVP voting. F the Rookie of the Year. She's third in MVP. She won't win because of A'ja Wilson, but that's besides the point. She's first in the WNBA in assists now at 8.2. If she averages 7.1, she will break the all-time assist record for not just rookies, WNBA history. She's now 10th in the league in scoring at 18 points per game. She's first in the entire league, again, in the WNBA, not just rookies, in points created. She creates 34.4 points per game out of their 82 total points scored total for the Indiana Fever. She has the single-game assist record with 19. She has the all-star game assist record with 10. She has the only rookie ever in WNBA history, so she has that to her library there. She has the most assists by any rookie already in WNBA history. She's still got like 10 games to go. She's had 21 15.15 assist game. That's the most ever by anyone in the WNBA season. She's only the third rookie in WNBA or NBA history to have 29 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists on 70% true shooting. The only other ones that can even match that are Steph Curry and Michael Jordan. Again, Vegas has her at 97% chance to win. The Fever have the most wins they've had in 8 years. They are now 6th. They're going for the playoffs. They had the most win in almost a decade. I mean, look, Caitlin Clark is going to win Rookie of the Year. It's going to happen, and she deserves it. Now, the other thing I did want to throw in here, I thought this was a fun video, and we'll get to it here in just 2 seconds, but I want to point out, it's not just that she's putting up the numbers. Just like Steph Curry, and why she's so must-see TV is because Caitlin Clark is doing things that you just don't see, and Caitlin Clark might be the best long-distance shooter in the NBA or WNBA, and I actually have the numbers to back this up. Now hit this one for me here. Caitlin Clark, just so you know, hits from an average three-point distance. Caitlin Clark of 28.09 feet. To give you an idea, the WNBA line is at 22 feet, and the NBA line is at 23.9 feet. So she shoots on average and makes a three on average from 5.9 feet behind the WNBA line and 4.2 feet behind the WNBA three-point line. Diana shoots from an average of 25.9 feet. Sabrina, 26.1. Caitlin shoots on average, as you can see from the video, from 28 feet. She might be the best ever. She shoots from a longer distance on average than Steph Curry, Dame, or Trey in the NBA. There's nobody on either side of the ball on the NBA or WNBA that makes a three from an average longer distance than Caitlin freaking Clark. I don't know what else to tell you. She's exciting. She can shoot. Caitlin makes shot. Caitlin makes shot far. Caitlin makes shot from far away. Caitlin can pass too. Caitlin exciting. Caitlin is going to be Rookie of the Year. So let's just go ahead and accept it because, again, barring an injury, and she did roll her ankle the other day, that was scary, she is going to win it, and she deserves to win it.
Everyone can eat shit. A big bag of shit.
Caitlin's winning this award. However, on the other side of this, because, again, they're going to play Friday, and I don't think no matter what happens, again, it will decide who wins Rookie of the Year. But cut to this picture here for me, Mateo. I will get into, are we hating on an Angel for no reason? And yes and no. Angel Reese has become one of the more interesting characters to me in the entire landscape of professional sports because she's starting to grow on me. And the more I think about it, it's not really fair to hate Angel Reese. It's really not.
I hate
Yes, she would be a little brat sometimes in college and be a bully and talk some shit, but I mean, she's never been suspended that I can remember, at least for anything significant. I think she had some grade issues at LSU. She's never, been like breaking a law or like been really, she's never done anything truly dirty or awful or mean. Angel Reese can be a bully a little bit. She can rub wins in people's faces, and then she can sometimes cry victim when she loses, which can be annoying. But I mean, still, she is one of the best rebounders I've ever seen. She's won at every level she's played, and she continues to have success when people keep doubting her. I am starting to become not as much as a Caitlyn fan, but Angel Reese has definitely grown on me. And so it is a little unfair, isn't it? It's unfair because she is getting a lot of hatred. And so I'm going to talk about two reasons, and I think one of them is justified and one of them is not, as far as why do we hate Angel Reese so much.
I hate.
Keeping you busy, Mateo. We're going to go to this first video. I will say it's not fair or her fault that she's a great rebounder, but she doesn't score that great or shoot that great, and she's catching a lot of flack for it. I think that's unfair. She's an all-time great rebounder already, it seems like, and is going to be one of the best ones we've ever seen. Just because she's not a great scorer doesn't mean it's fair to pick on her for that. I mean, she's #1 in the WNBA, 12.9 rebounds per game. She's chasing not only double-double history all-time, but the 500 rebound points in club history as well. She is also, this is interesting to know, of the 374 rebounds she's had so far this season, Angel Reese has had 152 of them be offensive, and only 53 of those are off of her own shot. So that even goes against the main thing that I hear a lot of, that all she does is like this thing and rebound her own shot. And really, there's been great rebounders before Angel Reese that never could score a lick either, and we didn't pick on them. Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace, the people that she's starting to beat now in consecutive 20-rebound games, they couldn't score worth a damn, and we never hated on them for it. And so it's an unfair standard that because Angel is just the best rebounder in all the WNBA already as a rookie, that she's not scoring enough points, or she's not a good shooter, she's not going to hit, it's 20% from three-point line. Yes, that all may be true, but why is it, fair to pick on her for that? But it wasn't, when it came to guys like, again, Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace, and other legends and Hall of Famers that we have, and we called them great players, and they couldn't shoot to save their lives either. Why is it fair to pick on Angel? I don't think that it is, and so people need to kind of stop doing that, because she still is great, and she still is winning, and she still is contributing, and she's still doing her job. However, on the other side, I have to say this. So I'm saying it's not Angel's fault that she's not the best scorer in the world when she's still one of the greatest rebounders, right?
Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
You got to stay with me, though, Angel fans. On the other side, some of this hate is exactly all your fault. Mateo, hit this for me. Some of the hate that Angel receives, you guys need a mirror. Take a long look in the mirror. A lot of the hate that Angel receives, that they pick on her because she didn't score a lot, is actually all your goddamn fault.
It is absolutely 150% your fault.
Because you can't keep Caitlin Clark's name out your mouth. And that's the part where it's exactly, I'm sorry, it's people responding to your stupid comments. As Angel fans, you are so similar to LeBron fans, where when they talk about the GOAT, they can't keep NJ's name out their mouth. And it always becomes frustrating because, like, dude, why can't we just appreciate LeBron for who he is and what he's done? Stop trying to compare him to MJ. If you would stop trying to say out loud dumb comments like Angel deserves Rookie of the Year, Angel's better than Caitlyn, Angel's this, Angel's that. If you would let it just be, you know what, Angel's a great rebounder. She's a winner. She's one of the best players we've seen in a long time. I love me some Angel Reese. And if you would keep Caitlyn's name and the Rookie of the Year out of your mouth, you wouldn't sound so stupid. But unfortunately, you do, and then you cause people to respond to it, and that's where a lot of this hate is coming from. You can't blame us. I mean, look, Angel is not the first great player who was, any other year could have been Rookie of the Year that ran into a game changer. There's been other people who were great players that just in their rookie year ran into a game changer. You think of in 1984, Michael Jordan, also in that class was Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon. They ran into MJ. In 2003, Carmelo Anthony was a great player. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. He ran into LeBron James. Just last year, Chet Holmgren looks like he's going to be a very good player. He ran into Victor Wembanyama. It is not, it's not that tragic or sad or whatever, and you should be able to separate the two as an Angel fan to go, you know what, Angel's great. I love what she does. She wins, she rebounds, and if you would keep Caitlyn's name and the Rookie of the Year race out of your mouth, maybe some of this hate wouldn't come your way, but unfortunately, you deserve it because every time you bring up Caitlyn, you bring up Angel. Every time you bring up Angel, you bring up Caitlyn, and you keep trying to compare the two, and if you can compare the two, fine, but there's no comparison. One is clearly a game changer, and one is just very good, who I'm becoming a fan of, but she's not the other one. I mean, look, the only stats that Angel has currently better than Caitlin Clark are rebounds, which we all know, and turnovers. And even that argument's bullshit, because the only reason she has less turnovers is the same argument that you use to try to say why she doesn't have to score as many points or get as many assists, because she doesn't have the ball as much in her hands. And so you got to pick a lane on that argument. This is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to Angel fans trying to compare it to Caitlin and saying, oh, Caitlin's got turnovers. Then you can't bring up that Caitlin has more points and assists and then use the same argument and be like, well, yeah, but she doesn't have the ball as much as Caitlin. You got to stay in one lane, and then the way that goes. The only reason you're able to justify that she doesn't have as many points, she doesn't have as many assists, because she doesn't have the ball in her hands. But then you can't say that she has less turnovers. Then you see what I'm saying? You can't flip that. You got to pick one side or the other. Either it's good that she doesn't have the ball that much in her hands because she can't dribble and she can't shoot, or it's not the reason you can say that she's a better ball handler because she technically has less turnovers than the girl in Caitlin Clark, who probably handles the ball and creates more points more than anybody else in the entire WNBA. So pick a lane and stick with it. Stop comparing her to Caitlin. Let Angel be Angel, and stop, making us do what we have to do, which is make you sound stupid and make us hate on Angel for her inability to score or create points. This is all, in a lot of ways, your own damn fault.
It is absolutely 150% your fault.
Look in the mirror. It's a lot of this you can really pin back on yourself. So either way, and let me throw this in here too. Don't even bring up, and this one is so stupid, she beat her in college. That's almost too dumb to respond to. Steph Curry didn't win when he was at Davidson. Larry Bird didn't win at Indiana State. Dwayne Wade didn't win at Marquette. I can give you winner after winner after winner who ran into someone else in college. Doesn't mean that person in college that beat them because they're on a better team is better. That's almost not even worth the response. The other part, though, is just whatever with, she turns the ball over more. Yeah, well, she doesn't score as more. That's because she doesn't have the ball. Like, sinner.